All right, y'all. Welcome to Fine Laws versus your first time watching. Thanks for stopping by the channel and checking out the show. So I've been trying to get through this album. So I've been taking your request on this album. So here we go with Red Phone. Haven't heard it. Let's go.
That's a little something.
The study isn't peer reviewed, it's one peerless student getting weird in the room, putting the human condition through a series of wretched labors. A Herculean dozen, a plug in your emulator, updated for home versioners who board up in they TP, treating personal misfortune as sources of Diomedes. Me, I'm up to my neck in the me and lions, the pride of idea eaters, plus weevils and the rice thins. Own worse, snubbing upper management. I'm managing a thin skin, the cover rolls are pangolin. Slang from the valley, a calculated endangerment. Danger conservation is constantly in the way of shit. Came in like a wrecking ball, but really only maintained thanks to the 5-second rule. Vortex staring back from the reflective pool. They trying to separate the Jekyll via centrifuge.
Presto, keeper of the keys, I've been keyed into the tempo. I can see a team leader reaching for the red phone. I can tell you who won't even be at the crescendo. Exo, change-o, they are hailstones ricocheting off the raincoat. I can see a trail guy waiting for the payphone. I can tell you who won't even make it to the late show. Presto, change-o.
All right, real quick, I'm going to stop and check this out. The study isn't peer reviewed, it's one peer less. So if you've been in any kind of college class, the only references you can use are peer reviewed. In some classes, you got to use peer reviewed material as reference, right? But it says it isn't peer reviewed, so it's not even a good reference. It's one peer less. Student getting weird in the room. I love that, right? You think about college. The Herculean doesn't to plug in your emulator updated for home versions up who board up in the TP treating personal misfortune that horses of Diomedes. So he talks about them me up to my neck in Neome's line. So this is all the Hercules scheme. Hercules fed him to the horses, right? Misfortune of horses of Diomedes. It was like the horses got fed to somebody else, and then he fed him to horses. But anyway, it's Greek mythology. Then it's this idea of a pride of ideal eaters plus weevils in the rice thins. Wheat, rice, thins. Weevils are the bugs. Famously known in my hometown, the boll weevil is known for in cotton, destroying the cotton. Anyway, let's keep moving on down. The yellow brick road came in like a wrecking ball. Of course, you know the famous wrecking ball song from Miley Cyrus. And then I like the last part, trying to separate the Jekyll. Jekyll and Hyde, trying to separate the Jekyll from the Hyde via centrifuge. Anyway, so far so good. Let's go.
Presto,
Just a little something. Just a little something.
Little fragments of what happens when you plug in after having been unplugged. It feels emphatically disgusting. Little pardon, can I borrow a lighter? Cueing a little flashing back to the apartment on fire. Little surgeries and docu-series murderers and run-ins with the concept of object permanence. Little get the cake, little celebrate, then celebrate again when you give it the hell away. Brain on, black smoke, belly on the breed of lamb that couldn't leap the sleepy fence and fell in his arena pan. It's me, you fucking dummies, I forgot the code word. Old dog, dogs continue to eat his homework. What? I seen y'all, job sucks, picked last, no rhythm, not tough, whack shoes, shitty tats, stupid life, stupid face, bad hair, sitting duck, dead alive, set the high score and who gives a fuck? I've been several seasons with the cheetahs in the tall grass. To me, it's all an Impala with no bull ass. All that boulder dash, all these talking heads, futzing with the public good, hawking hate and spawning eggs. Then they wonder why the kid is swinging from the chandelier. Body painted safety orange, screaming out the champ is here. As if it's not a healthy response to whatever type of zealotry you presently on. Wrong.
presto, keeper of the
Oh my gosh, I love this whole scheme, right? Because he says Little fragments of what happens when you plug in. After you plug in, after being unplugged, it feels empathetically disgusting. What a bar, right? Because you've been out of the loop, as we say, in terms of where I work and what I do. You've been out of their environment for a minute, but when you plug in, you realize you should have stayed unplugged because it's not worth getting into. And then he goes down a yellow brick road talking about little surgeries and docu series murders and run-ins with concepts of object permanence. And he says, like a little cake, a little celebrate again when you give it the hell away. Brain on black smoke belly, the breed of the lamb that couldn't leap the sleepy fence and fell into the pan. That pan is basically flour, got cooked, breed. Of course, couldn't jump over the sleepy fence because see the lamb, you counting sheep and the lamb jumps over, but they couldn't even jump over the sleepy fence, right? So basically, in so many other words, right, you putting your emphasis on the wrong thing. When you've been unplugged that long, it doesn't really matter. When you see how disgusting the world and things are, doesn't, right? It's me, you effing dummies. I forgot the code word. Old dog continued to eat his homework. What? He talks about all y'all seen y'all jobs suck you the last pick. Your job sucks. You got no rhythm. You're not tough. You got whack shoes. You got a stupid life. You got a stupid face, bad hair, all these different things. And then he goes to the next bar and says, I've been several seasons with the cheetahs in the tall grass. To me, it's an Impala with no hall pass. You in the wrong place. It's an Impala to me. I'm seeing that. It's just an Impala without a hall pass. That means he's about to get devoured. I love it. I love it. And he said it's not a healthy response to whoever zealotries you presently on wrong. Not a healthy response, not a healthy place. He says dead, alive, set the high score, but who really cares? Who really cares? I'd rather stay unplugged because it was disgusting when I plugged in. Come on.
The keys have been keyed into the tempo. I can see a team leader reaching for the red phone. I can tell you who won't even be at the crescendo. XO, change-o, they are hailstones ricocheting off the raincoat. I can see a trail guy waiting for the payphone. I can tell you who won't even make it to the late show. Presto, change-o.
Pitching for the Pigeon Hill Road Molly Whoppers in a first to a million, a model for Jolly Roger. It's bad news and casual clod hoppers. I hop over cops and robbers and godfathers. Stark white knuckles on the wheel, Jesus never tuck unless he needed me embedded in some lingonberry bush off the 495. Otherwise I blame it on the fire and ISIS 50 years of fighting for his pilot light. It doesn't take the keenest of empaths to know you probably feeling irretrievably dead last. A steadfast emptiness, maybe aggressive idling, maybe a forehead to horn engine off entirely. Every off head grows back multiplied. The secret is you close the cut and cauterize. Eye of the pyromancer, here to ride the realest lightning through the driest diorama like
Presto, keeper of the keys have been keyed into the.
Ain't gonna hold y'all up on this, but I love this bar that he said. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Good gosh, my brain's not clicking like it was a minute ago. To know you probably feeling irreversibly dead last. Again, you had a terrible job. You suck. Your job sucks. You in last place. And then it goes back and fall up. You probably feel like you're just dead last. Like you have no hope.
Tempo. I can see a team leader reaching for the red phone. I can tell you who won't even be at the crescendo. XO, change-o, they are hailstones ricocheting off the raincoat. I can see a trail guy waiting for the payphone. I can tell you who won't even make it to the late show. Presto, change-o.
You're not going to make it to the late show. I see your team leader reaching for the red phone. You're not going to make it. You're going to die. I see your team leader reaching for the red phone. Emergency, emergency. Again, being in last place. I can tell you who's not going to make it to the late show. You're not going to make it to the late show. You're not going to make it. All right, man. Request a reaction. Mr. Rock and the Red Phone. As we continue down the yellow brick road with this album, we'll continue to check out other songs down the road. Thanks for watching Final Laws Versus. Subscribe, hit the like button. Peace.
Just like music.